Do you want to have a more confident money mindset in a world where there's a lot of scarcity around that subject? Well, today I'm going to share three key lessons I've learned from people with really strong money mindsets. And if you stay until the end, I have an extra special point for you now. Now, I'm not a financial advisor, obviously, quick disclaimer on that, or anything like that, or a financial coach. I'm just saying what I've learned and what has worked for me today, because I know this can be quite a tricky subject. A lot of us are scared of money, and I've certainly been there. I've been caught in a not massive trouble, but a little bit of a challenge, in my past, and it can get a little bit scary. And sometimes you're worried about your future and what's going to happen with the economy and things like that. So I just thought I'd share some learning because I've been studying this a lot and I've applied some things and they definitely work for me. And there's been times when I've had very good success with it as well. So with money, and that's what I wanted to share with you, some of these points as well. Now, the thing is, we're conditioned to think we often have financial beliefs we're not even aware of. Like from when we're kids, maybe it's things like, oh, we're going to run out of money, or money doesn't grow on trees. We hear all these kind of things. And that can create a kind of a blueprint in our mind for how we interact with money, how we see money in the world. And that's not to mention the external influences. If you listen to the news and things like that, it's going to make it a lot worse. You're going to be a lot more scarce because it focuses on fear. Yeah, if you listen to people who are really abundant and got a lot of money, but they're also very generous with it, they're very good people. I mean, the people with good integrity, because there are admittedly some people out there who, and there's also a belief that like some of us here that rich people are evil, which is completely rubbish. I know plenty of rich people who are loving, wonderful human beings who give a lot. But yeah, like there are admittedly some people out there who've got a lot of money and they don't necessarily have everyone else's best interests at heart, right? So how's it helping you perhaps being stuck in the same mindset of just being scared and being anxious about it? Well, if you're anything like me, it wasn't a good place. So I wanted to share some key lessons I've learned. The first one is a very simple one, but it was said by John Templeton, one of the best investors ever. And he said one of the keys is gratitude. Gratitude is key. Like if you're able to recognize what you have and you're able to create an energy and really feel into it, not just like passively writing it down, but actually really feel it and then feel the energy of everything around you, then your energy is going to be transferred and you're going to get more opportunities and things are going to come to you. And it's weird how it works. Like, we won't go too like spiritual and woo-woo, but the amount of things that I keep a log. And when I like do certain practices to get happier, have more gratitude, then things start weirdly showing up for me, opportunities, all sorts of things. Money comes out of different places. It's weird. It's weird how it works like that, but it's the energy you put. Now, if you're in a lack energy, you're going to be focusing on the lack. You're going to be looking at survival. You're going to be right. Obviously, use your common sense and, pay for what you need to and budget that. But make sure you work on your energy as well. The next one is people with a strong money mindset understand the difference between a cost and an investment. A cost, I see as something like, you go and buy some coffee. Now I'm guilty of doing this, or you go and buy like every day and it can get expensive, or you go and buy a load of clothes, or you go for an expensive meal, you go on a night out. And those are kind of things whereby it's like just a cost. Now, an investment is something you're going to get a return on, either like in terms of your personal growth or like monetary. And the different types of investments, you can invest in yourself, so you got more skills, so you're more valuable to the market. You can invest in like stocks, real estate, whatever you want to do. But the difference is that wealthy people that I know and people with these strong money mindsets, they like to invest. Yes, they've all got different views on how you save and things like that. And we won't go into that, but like people who are really abundant with money, they understand what an investment is and they grow themselves, they grow their own skills. A lot of times I hear people say like, oh my God, it's like that amount for that ticket to that personal growth event with like Tony Robbins, for example. But yet they'll go and spend like about like the same amount on a holiday. Now, I'm not saying holidays are bad, but it's like, you're going to get some good memories, yes, but are you going to get a return on investment for that as you would do if you did your own personal growth? Something clicked and then change your life forever. I don't know. Right. It's up to you. So then the third one is have a plan and track daily or regularly. I have spreadsheets left, right, and center. I quite geek out on that stuff. You don't have to geek out on it as much, but like actually knowing my numbers, knowing where I'm going, forecasting for the rest of the year and beyond sometimes in both my business and my personal account really, really helps me. If you're not and sometimes people, I've been in the past, I've like been scared to look at it. That only makes it worse. So make sure you actually look at where you are and where you want to go, and you have some kind of plan. As much detail as possible. Allow for opportunity for like when you increase your energy for random things to come in and alter that plan maybe. Obviously, that may happen in a good way, and then sometimes something challenging might come in. But if you don't have a direction on where to go, it's always going to be tough, and you're always going to be reactive and just be like circumstance to what's going on in life, right? Okay, so now my bonus point for you is I'd highly recommend you read the book Think and Grow Rich. And one of the keys it shares in there is to write down what you want every single day. And this can apply to other areas outside of money. And then visualize it every day. Really put it in your mind, be really, really clear. Because when you do that and then you start feeling it, then it starts to become, again, like this happened to me in weird ways, opportunities come when I'm like, I want to go to like the US, then suddenly an opportunity comes up or something like that. Or I want to earn this amount and suddenly a new client had come in or something. But when you can get clear, writing down what you want and then visualizing it every day, that makes it even more powerful. So that's what I got for you today. I just wanted to share some things on money mindset that have worked for me, because I know it can be a scary subject sometimes and an anxious subject. So I appreciate you for being here. You're improving other people's lives by being the best you. And remember, you are in control of your own self-esteem and confidence.